Following the line of the sun, we left the old world. By prevailing over all obstacles and distractions, one may unfailingly arrive at his chosen goal or destination. As soon as I arrived in the Indies, in the first island which I found, I took some of the natives by force, in order that they might learn and might give me information of whatever there is in these parts. And so it was that they soon understood us, and we them, either by speech or by signs, and they have been very serviceable. Riches don't make a man rich, they only make him busier. Gold is a treasure, and he who possesses it does all he wishes to in this world, and succeeds in helping souls into paradise. These people are very unskilled in arms. With 50 men they could all be subjected and made to do all that one wished. Tomorrow morning before we depart, I intend to land and see what can be found in the neighborhood. For the execution of the voyage to the Indies, I did not make use of intelligence, mathematics or maps. My desire was not to pass any island without taking possession, so that, one having been taken, the same may be said of all. The air soft as that of Seville in April, and so fragrant that it was delicious to breathe it. I believe that there are many herbs and many trees that are worth much in Europe for dyes and for medicines, but I do not know, and this causes me great sorrow. Arriving at this scape, I found the smell of the trees and flowers so delicious that it seemed the pleasantest thing in the world. There are trees of 1,000 sorts, and all have their several fruits, and I feel the most unhappy man in the world not to know them, for I am well assured that they are all valuable. I bring home specimens of them, and also of the land. The Indians on board said that thence to Cuba was a voyage in their canoes of a day and a half, these being small dugouts without a sail. Such are their canoes. I departed thence for Cuba, for by the signs the Indians made of its greatness, and of its gold and pearls, I thought that it must be Cipango. I have come to believe that this is a mighty continent which was hitherto unknown. No one should fear to undertake any task in the name of our Savior, if it is just and if the intention is purely for His holy service. Stood off and on during the night, determining not to come to anchor till morning, fearing to meet with shoals, continued our course in the morning, and as the island was found to be 6 or 7 leagues distant, and the tide was against us, it was noon when we arrived there. Sailed this day 19 leagues, and determined to count less than the true number, that the crew might not be dismayed if the voyage should prove long. I ordered each man to be presented with something, as strings of 10 or a dozen glass beads apiece, and thongs of leather, all which they estimated highly. Those which came on board I directed should be fed with molasses. I found that part of it towards San Salvador extending from north to south 5 leagues, and the other side which we coasted along, ran from east to west more than 10 leagues. Each day we understand better what the Indians say, and this, so that very often we are intelligible to each other. But in truth, should I meet with gold or spices in great quantity, I shall remain till I collect as much as possible, and for this purpose I am proceeding solely in quest of them. I saw a boy of the crew purchasing javelins of them with bits of platters and broken glass. For this purpose I determined to keep an account of the voyage, and to write down punctually everything we performed or saw from day to day, as will hereafter appear.